Hello everyone, you're welcome to another edition of me doing two strand twists. This time using only my natural hair, no extensions added. And I'm using some shine and jam butter on my hair that has been stretched with some plaits. I didn't use heat. I told you I'm trying to reduce heat. And I'm also going to be using the Camille Rose Almond Joy twisting butter to do my twist. All right, so I decided not to do the box parting method here because I wanted my braids to look, my twist to look full. And yeah, I thought this would be a great alternative. Remember a time when we used to do braids without actually doing them with the box parting method, and they turned out really good. They used to make the braids appear really full. I don't know where this box thing came from. Everybody just does box braids now. No one does the the old method anymore. Anyway, I'm just doing those small parts there, and I go in first with a braid as usual. Separate the hair into three, braid it out down maybe one, two times, and then separate it into two, and then twist it all the way down. And I'm trying to make this twist as fluffy as possible. I'm not making them too tight, so I hold them. I don't know how I can explain how I do it, but I don't try to tighten them. It's all. And I use very little product as well to achieve this look, because if I use too much product, then the my hair starts to look like a wet mouse or something. And yeah, and I don't like that, so I just use a little bit of product. My hair is dry. I don't like doing my twist on wet hair. This is like a really noticeable difference from doing it with wet hair and with dry hair. So just a little bit of that twisting butter, and then I brush it out, and then I separate it into three. I braid it down maybe one, two times, and then I separate into two, and then I twist down. Very, very easy. And I decided to do my hair this way because I've tried doing two strand twists before. If you watch my maybe three, four previous videos, I use synthetic marley hair I added them to my twist, and taking them down was a hell of a, I don't even want to use that bad word, but it was hell. It was horrible. And I think I had a lot of breakage from that. And I decided, okay, let me try human hair. So I got the human hair kinky curly, and even taking down that one was also a little bit challenging. I don't know why, honestly. When I watch all the videos of the girlies doing the twist, no one really talked about taking it down. And I just, they did them even smaller than mine. But I had a hard time taking down mine. It was matting, guys. I mean, I was able to still, save some of that hair, and I think I can still use it. But I mean, it was matting so bad, I had a hard time taking it down. So I told myself, you know what? To hell with all those extensions. I'm just going to do my own hair. And it's in doing my own hair, guys, I came upon a wonderful discovery. My hair is badly damaged. Oh my God. It's so easy for you not to pay attention to your hair when you keep covering it with extensions and crochet and all whatnot. I was so shocked, like being this up close and personal with my own strands. That's when I realized how much my ends, it's not even only about ends here. I'm talking my hair is damaged, especially at the crown. The hair looks like, I don't even know. Like I need a cut. I don't need a trim. I need a cut. Yeah. So doing my hair this way really opened my eyes, and I was thinking maybe this is why I should really not, I should kind of lay off the extensions, because when you're doing your own hair and you're letting it be, you can kind of really see your hair. You're up close and personal with your hair. You know when it's ill, for lack of a better way to put it. You know when it's not doing well. You can observe your strands. You can tell when there are knots. You can tell when things are not going well, and then you can find a solution. When you're always hiding them in braids and twists, as I always do, with extensions. Oh man. Anyway, long story short, yeah, I'm in a bit of a predicament. It's not so noticeable at the back because the breakage is mostly at my crown area and the front. Oh my God, a whole mess. Not only are the split ends so bad, but it's like, I don't even know. But I still went ahead and finished the twist anyway because, I was already invested, and I had to go to work the next day, and it's like, okay, what else are you going to do, right? But going forward, I have to think of ways to get my hair back to health, to nurse it back to health. It's going to probably involve some really hardcore protein treatments, and maybe a cut, a very big cut. professionally if I can. I've been trying to call the person who my hairstylist who used to cut my hair. She's been ghosting me. I mean, she has ghosted me, and I don't know what to do because she's the one who used to was cut my hair the past 2 times, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I gotta find another one anyway. So, all right, so yeah, so I mean, it's not so bad to be honest. It's not so bad, especially at the back. But like I said, you really notice it when I start to get to the crown. And I blame this on maybe, when you have your braids, you do the buns, you do the ponytails and all of that. And that can really take a toll on your hair, especially at the crown. So yeah. Anyway, this was a pretty quick one. I think because I wasn't putting extensions, it took me like only 3 hours, I would say. It was very quick. And also because I wasn't trying so hard to do the box parting, it was easy. I just, just do the kind of like moon shaped parts, but not really moon shaped. I just kind of parted in any direction as I went along. And so it was pretty quick, pretty quick. The way I could easily tell when the ends are badly damaged is that they don't kind of adhere to the butter, If you look at the back, the ends really curl when you get, like when I get to the end, they really curl. Because the ends on the back, they're more, they're more healthy. When I got to the front where I had a lot of the damaged ends, when I try to apply the butter, it's like I'm applying, in fact, it's like I'm not applying anything. It just refuses to curl. It's just kind of, it's not elastic. It's just weird. And that's what I was noticing as I started going up towards my crown and the front. So yeah, some of it also I think is heat damage from blow drying excessively. I like to tell myself that I used to tell myself that I wasn't doing it too much, but when I think about it, each time that I installed a protective style, be it braids or whatever, I always blow dried my hair because it made it easier to part. And now I'm thinking, who knows? I use heat protectant too, but that's the thing with blow drying. If you're a little bit careless and you apply too much heat than you have to, then you cause damage. And heat damage is so difficult to recover from. But at least I was loving how these parts were given. I like this part, and I think this is how I'm gonna do my twist going forward. Just do this part. Don't worry about doing box sections or whatever. Just go like this, go all the way up till you have your full head of twist. I really love the way it was. I like the way it was forming. I liked it. I know you told your friend. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. You see how you see how those ends just refuse to curl? Yeah. That is damage right there. That is damage right there. No matter how much I apply the butter, it's just really refusing to curl because it's not healthy anymore. It's not a healthy strand of hair anymore. So those ends will have to go for sure. They'll have to go. At some point while I was installing the twist, I almost cut the hair, like just cut it and be done with it. But I was like, maybe wait until you can have it professionally cut because I don't want to have a situation here where my hair just looks weird. Yeah. Yeah, so see those ends. Look at them. See how rough they look. Yeah. Terrible. Terrible. And the same thing that I noticed also at the crown. So yeah. My hair is only healthy at the back, guys, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice if we were healthy in the front and then the back could be whatever. Yes, but we forged on to the end, and I liked what I achieved with this hairstyle. Many choices were given. I wish I was doing this more often, as opposed to always covering my hair with extensions and crochet and whatnot. So I think my hair would have been healthier today. But it's never too late to go back and start afresh, right? I mean, not start afresh, but I'm gonna get a good cut and then I'm gonna nourish my hair and try to do 2-strand twists mostly. So, yep. And this was the final result. And here are my beautiful 2-strand twists. For comparison, right? See how the ones with the synthetic hair look. Look at the one with the synthetic hair added in, and look at the one with the human hair. So it begs the question why I even bothered with these extensions all the time instead of using my own hair, right? Given that it's not so bad. Anyway, we live, we learn, and I hope that I'm going to do better going forward, taking care of my hair. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on how it's going. Thank you guys so much for watching my video and see you next time. Bye.